So I like to always try and learn new things. And I've been working on this lick and I've been struggling with it a little bit, but this little intro lick is something I've been struggling with. And I've been having struggle with that little hitting that B note on the 7th fret of the E and going right into a bend with that rake. And the reason I'm showing you that is because I've been struggling with that. So what I would do is I would work on it. I would slow it down and try and get it good. So if I'm kind of bending out of tune when I'm doing that quick bend because of this little. So what I would do is I would do this little trick so that I can bend in tune, and that's playing the B note at the same time. So you're like playing a double stop by grabbing, not the B note, the B string on that 7th fret. You're grabbing that and you're grabbing the G on the 9th fret, so you're bending up the G on the 9th fret. But I'm also hitting that note on the B string because that's the note I'm bending to. So if you have the waves, if you can hear those waves, you're out of tune, right? There the waves are too. There, it's in tune. So since I'm having trouble getting that bend in tune, this note is not part of the riff. But I'm using that to help myself get this in tune. And I'm slowing it down and I'm redoing the bend a bunch of times. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because at the end of each day, you know, I don't want to be stagnant on guitar. I want to keep getting better. I want to keep progressing. Having this YouTube channel is helping me get better, to be honest with you. I'm trying to teach people how to play, but it's also making sure I understand these things, making sure I clean up my playing, and it's helping me with things like that. And when I work on something like that, that is something I'm not playing clean consistently, so I want to work on that today. So if I get to the end of my day, and this is the question that you need to ask yourself every day, and this has helped me over the last 10 years get exponentially better at guitar, and it's just, did I get better today? Did I get better at guitar today? So if I sit and play that lick wrong and work on that song, and don't really get better at playing that song because I just play through it kind of sloppy and don't get any better, and then I just continue to play the things I already know, I didn't get better today. I just worked on the same things I already know, right? So I didn't get better today. But if I ask myself at the end of the day, did I get better today? And I sat here and I worked on this. See, I'm still inconsistent. And I feel like I've cleaned that lick up. Then I'm going to say, yes, I did get better today. And even though it's just one small thing, it's one small thing that I got better at. I just got better at this lick. Then the answer is yes. And the point of this is that if you learn something new every single day, you're going to get exponentially better at guitar over 6 months, a year. And it doesn't have to be anything big. And this is why I'm not a big guy on practice routines. My only practice routine is when I first pick up the guitar, I like to work on something that's new to me that I need to clean up. And then as I finish playing guitar, like the second half of my practice session, I like to play the stuff I already know and kind of just have fun with it. That's my practice routine. But I don't like the practice routine of, okay, we're working on scales for 15 minutes, we're working on chord progressions for 15 minutes, we're working on theory for another 15 minutes, then we're going to work on songs or whatever. I don't really have a practice routine. My thought process is more simple than that. It's really just, at the end of the day, did I get better today? And if the answer is no, then I need to get better tomorrow. And if the answer continues to be no, then I'm going to plateau. I'm going to be, you know, just stuck where I am. But if the answer is yes, and you keep stacking yeses, then you're gonna get exponentially better. And you can set a reminder on your phone every day to ask you, you know, at 9 p.m. or something, did I get better today? And that's going to be a trigger to remind yourself. If you played guitar today, did you get better? If you didn't play guitar, you didn't get better. I assume you didn't get better unless you learned theory or something like that. Then you could say you got better, right? But it's just something simple like, did I learn a new song today? Then you got better because you learned a new song. Even if it's a 3-chord easy song, you got better because you increased your vocabulary. You might have just learned a new scale, a new lick, something small. You may have a song like this that you're playing where you're singing it wrong, or you know, your timing's just a little off. Like, did you work with a metronome? Did you clean up your timing in a section of a song? If so, then you got better today. And these little wins that you're going to keep stacking are just going to continue to make you better and better and better at guitar. And that's all it really takes, to be honest with you. There's more to it. You know, if you want to be fast, you better work on getting faster. You better be working with the metronome and trying to get fast. If you want to be melodic, you better start targeting chord tones while you're soloing and things like that. And you know, if you want a better ear, you better be trying to learn a song by ear, and maybe you get a few chords of that song one day. That means you got better. If you got the rest of the song the next day, you got better, right? It's just these small things, and just keep stacking them up. Just keep stacking these small wins, and that's what I've been doing over the last 10 years. I haven't had a practice routine, and I'm not the best guitar player, but I'm exponentially better than I was when I started, and every year I've gotten better, and I plan to continue getting better, and I think you should too. And let me know what you think of this, because it's really just a simple thing to keep yourself accountable, and just ask yourself, did I get better? I'm still pretty sloppy at this lick, but I'm going to get it down. And when I do, I got better. And, you know, if I learn a new song, I'm going to get better. So that's the point, at least for me, is to try and get better every day, because it keeps it interesting, keeps it challenging. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.